Hello happy souls, this is my new project Suzuki Max $100 revamp, and these are all the chapters which I've categorized for this restoration project. Now we are in chapter 5, removing the accessories. In that we are in part 1, removing these listed things today, and we are going to start with the number plate. And for this you need a 14 mm spanner, and basically it is tightened with 2 bolts at the lower part of the cone set assembly, one at either sides, and it is coupled with the front fork assembly, and at the top it is holded with the fork assembly itself. And after removing this, I am putting back the bolt in its place, because we are in the starting stage of the restoration project. You may miss and you may have doubts where the bolt would come and which number of bolt would come and other things. So please make a note of it. You draw a picture of the bike and mention here this number of bolts will come, and the longest bolt, the shortest bolt, and other things. Or you can make a small bag and you can put everything and write on it, this is the part for this bolts will come. And after this I am doing the same for the LH side and putting back the tools, putting back the bolt in its place. And coming to the rear number plate unit, here basically a main bracket is there. To that 2 indicators are mounted, and to that and with the rear number plate is mounted. Here for this you need a spanner of 10 mm size, 2 numbers, because it is like connected with nuts and bolts. And once you start loosening, it may rotate, so hold a spanner with the rear and loosen at the front with the other spanner. And then moving to the chain cover assembly. Here totally there are 5 bolts of 10 mm size, and 4 of them is of same type and 1 is of different type, and that is the longest bolt of the chain cover assembly. For this you need a 10 mm spanner and start loosening at the bottom. It is basically a good way to go with the bottom, because whenever you adjust the chain or maintain or clean or do other things, basically due to gravity all the oils and dust and other will be collected at the bottom, so it is good to go with the bottom part. And after removing this, I tried to take the upper part of the chain cover with a normal spanner, but it was too rusty and it was slipping, so I tried with the socket assembly, but the socket access was limited, so I wanted to remove this footrest assembly. For this you need a 13 mm spanner, and I'm taking off for time being, and then started removing the 3 bolts. Here basically the 4 bolts are mounted to the swing arm assembly. The one the longest bolt, that is the 3rd bolt of the upper part, is connected to the swing arm assembly and to the chain cover assembly. A weld nut is welded at the rear of the chain cover assembly, and after taking that I'm putting the rear chain covers bolt in its place, because that is the longest one. For reference I'm doing that. And after this we have to put back the rear footrest to its position, because if we take off the axle bolt of the swing arm assembly, the entire unit will fall. So I'm not disturbing the swing arm assembly right now, so I'm putting back the footrest in its position. And at the RH side, that is the silencer side, however we will take it. And this is the 13 mm bolt I am putting back to its place. And then moving to the front crash guard assembly. Here you need a 13 mm spanner. For entire thing you need a 13 mm spanner, and it would rotate, so hold with one end with a 13 mm spanner and other end with the same 13 mm spanner. And at the top it has a bracket assembly which holds the cable for the accelerator. And then after loosening it, take off that washers and the small brackets which holds the cable unit, and then take off the unit. And basically this is a diamond type frame. Whenever I look the this type of crash guard, I remember it gives a remembrance of the Royal Enfield, that classic crash guard. And this is like inverse type of the Royal Enfield crash guards. Here the upper part is like mounted to the main chassis unit, and the here bracket is provided at the bottom, but when you see the Royal Enfield, it is really inversed, and when compared to both of this will protect you more than the Royal Enfield. And I have made a separate video. It will be available in the Royal Enfield crash guard playlist. And then do the same at the bottom also. At the bottom it has a bracket which holds the frame, and to that it reduces vibration. So the previous owner had cut a tube, cycle tube, or a tire tube, and made as a dampener unit to reduce the vibration. And after removing this, take off the entire crash guard assembly, and it is over for this thing. And now we are going to the sari guard at the rear. For this you need a 12 mm spanner for the top part of the sari guard unit, and for the shock absorber unit you need a 17 mm spanner, because it is connected at the top with two areas, and at the bottom it is connected to the footrest unit. It needs like 13 mm and 12 mm spanner. It may be in either way, top 12 and bottom 13, or bottom 12 top 13. And after loosening this 17 mm spanner with the 17 mm spanner, you can remove at the top, but not in the bottom. So after removing this, we are going to the bottom part. Here hold the top with 13 mm and at the bottom with 12 mm spanner, and remove the bolt nut assembly. Then you can easily slide and take off the entire sari guard assembly. Slide to your direction and turn and tilt. That's all you can easily take. And then going to the RH side of the bike, that is the silencer part. Here you need 18 mm, 17 mm and 13 mm spanner. For the footrest you need 13 mm spanner, and for the swing arm assembly, one end with 17 mm spanner and another one end with 18 mm spanner. Here we can loosen and take off the footrest assembly for the right hand side, and after this we can take the silencer unit, but we have not removed the front part of the silencer assembly. Now we have taken the rear footrest assembly. Just give a tap by putting the nut in its position, so that the travel length will be reduced, so you can easily take off the silencer bracket from the assembly. And here at the front part, a flange is there, which is connected to the cylinder unit. Here it is also comes with a 13 mm nut, 213 mm nut. Inside a washer will be there, and a gasket will be there. Sorry, outside two washers will be there, and inside a gasket will be there. I don't know if it is present or not. When I bought the bike and riding the bike, the sound was too heavy. And then at the rear swing arm assembly, the bracket would eject, and you have to fold and take the entire unit. And that's all for this video, and we can see the upcoming videos like engine parts and other parts one by one. Until then, bye. Give us your support.